Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tips and Tools for Recovery That Works. On last month's episode, we went through the first 6 of 12 tips that Smart Recovery recommends for happy and healthy living. In this episode, let's discuss the last 6. At number 7, social interest. A deep sense of social connection to others is how we thrive as a species. Now, problematic using behaviors may have started out as really social activities, but when addiction takes over, that can change to isolation. A key part of successful recovery and overall happiness is to rebuild those existing social connections that may have been lost or damaged during addiction, and then actively form new ones. Number 8, self-direction. We all need and benefit from the support of others in our recovery, but sometimes that can turn into an over-reliance. Self-direction reminds us that we need to assume primary responsibility for our own lives in recovery, instead of demanding or insisting that others always guide us and nurture us. Getting help is vitally important, but remember, at the end of the day, our successful recovery and happiness comes down to us, the way we think, and the decisions that we make. Others can't decide for us. Only we can do that. Number 9, tolerance. As we mentioned in our previous episode about unconditional other acceptance, the world is filled with other people, some of whom we may disagree with or even resent. We can't control other people. We can only control ourselves. So to find happiness in recovery, we need to develop the ability to tolerate other people. Try not to judge their motives, avoid labeling them as bad or evil, and sometimes even forgive them altogether. Number 10, flexibility. In a world that is constantly changing more quickly than ever before, rigid belief patterns inevitably create stress, which may lead to triggers. Of course, we must develop and act upon our core values and beliefs, but also be open to modifications to those beliefs from time to time. As the world and our place in it constantly changes, health and happiness can come as a result of us becoming more open, more flexible about how we judge the world and the people around us. Number 11, acceptance of uncertainty. As much as we would prefer otherwise, life is essentially uncertain. If it was totally certain, we would probably get bored. Uncertainty is what makes life interesting. Trying to be hyper-organized and control all aspects of our lives is a great goal in theory, but demanding that it should always be the case opens us up to disappointments, and disappointments can create recovery challenges. Along the lines of our previous Tips and Tools episode about unconditional life acceptance, the acceptance of uncertainty is a sometimes difficult but ultimately very rewarding way to find long-term happiness. And coming in at number 12, commitment. Commitment to other aspects of our lives and our goals and desires that were perhaps marginalized or lost to addiction. For context, please check out our previous Tips and Tools episode about the VACI, or Vital Absorbing Creative Interest. Most people tend to be happier and succeed at recovery when they are engaged with new creative endeavors, new goals, new relationships, a new way of looking at the vast potentialities of life. A renewed commitment to explore what is new and possible in life has been shown to lead to greater happiness. Hey, I hope these last 6 tips for greater happiness were helpful to you. If you're happy, all of us here at Smart Recovery are happy too. As always, thanks for joining us, and see you next time on Smart Recovery's YouTube series, Tips and Tools for Recovery That Works.
Whoever you are, whatever you've been through, however you're recovering, wherever you're headed in life, Smart Recovery will always have your back. Smart Recovery, life beyond addiction. At Smart Recovery, we love producing recovery-related video content that entertains, motivates, and inspires anyone. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you click on the bell icon to be the first to know when we post new videos. And please, help us help anyone who needs us to build their own life beyond addiction with a tax-deductible donation to Smart Recovery today.